I'm Charles Gross.
And I'm Leslie Hoban-Blake.
Welcome to Two on the Aisle. Today we are here to talk about the first two episodes of Schmigadoon / Schmicago.
You know, at the end of last season, of the first season of Schmigadoon, it turned out, Charlie and I, which was we thought was a delightful and original mashup of musicals from the 40s and 50s, Charlie and I talked about whether there'd be a season 2. And I think we both agreed that, you know, this was a one-trick pony. We didn't see it going anywhere else, but it was really great that they did it. And suddenly they've moved from the bright, sunny cornfields of Schmigadoon into the much darker cityscape of Schmicago, which now puts us into the musicals of the 60s and 70s and brings us the worlds of Bob Fosse and Stephen Sondheim and little Michael Bennett and Hal Prince. You know, it's a dark place.
Melissa and Josh, our heroes from the first season, have returned to their normal lives. They've gotten married, moved to the burbs, and are trying to start a family. But they miss the tuneful, bright Technicolor atmosphere of Schmigadoon, so they seek out and try and find it. But where they end up instead is the darker, edgier, and sexier Schmicago, where they find themselves trapped until they can find true happiness and a good mechanic.
And it's interesting, the mashup of the shows. Hair and Godspell and Pippin are all smashed together. Right now, Cabaret and Chicago are all smashed together. We've yet to see Sweeney Todd and Annie, but I can only imagine what's happening there. Last season's stars included Ariana DeBose, Martin Short, Dove Cameron, whom I already mentioned, Jaime Camille, Kristen Chenoweth, Alan Cumming, Anna Rada, Jane Krakowski, Aaron Tveit, and now we have two newcomers, Titus Burgess from The Little Mermaid and Patrick Page from Hadestown.
Right, and we should mention that all of these returnees, except for Martin Short, as the Leprechaun, are playing different characters. And
even the leprechaun, Charlie, even the leprechaun looks more like an evil dwarf rather than a charming leprechaun.
Here's what happens. They get in there where Josh finds himself accused of killing Elsie, the chorus girl. He's hauled off to jail in a classic striped outfit, complete with hat. And Melissa must join the chorus at the Kit Kat Club, trying to find the real murderer. Or will Jane Krakowski, as the attorney, Bobby, get him out?
That's really funny. I like the sex change. I like the sex change on the lawyer. I do. That was kind of cute.
That may have been a backhanded wave at company, which kind of makes a cameo. So far, no numbers from that. Right. The numbers are hit and miss. The sweet charity spoof, Do We Shock You? Well, actually, no, it's been 50 years, so not really, no. But I loved Melissa trying out for the club. They do a spoof of a chorus line, which I had a lot of fun with. At the end, she has to show her driver's license because she doesn't have an 8x10 glossy. Not quite sure where Patrick Page's character fits into all this.
Well, I have a thought about this, but again, this is one of the problems I have with the show. I was thinking, he's gonna wind up being Judge Turpin, and then the cop with him, played by Jaime Camille, he'll wind up being the Beetle. Those two are perfect. Now, I don't know if that's
Sweeney
true.
Todd.
From Sweeney Todd. I don't know if that's true, but that's the game that is going on in my mind at the same time that I'm watching this. But I have to say, as much as I didn't care for some of the other numbers, Kaput, which is based on Mein Herr from Cabaret, was stupendous. It was Cameron Dove dancing on a chair a la Liza Minnelli, with a bunch of girls behind her also dancing on chairs, singing and dancing on chairs. Very difficult to do.
As with Forbidden Broadway or the original Schmigadoon, the more you know about musicals, the more you will enjoy this. Although, Leslie, you may be overthinking it.
I am. I know I am. But how do I stop? Do I say, all right, brain, turn off? It doesn't work like that. So I'm hoping that the third episode will grab me enough that I will stop doing it.
I thought that the first episode didn't quite have the impact that the first episode of Schmigadoon had. Schmigadoon got me from right off. Here, right. I felt it didn't come into its own in the second episode. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen and how they ease the other musicals into it. I didn't think a second season would be a good idea, but I admit I'm having a lot of fun, and I am very curious and looking forward to seeing what happens. So, will Melissa prove Josh's innocence, Will they find true happiness? And what exactly is Patrick Page doing here anyway? We're going to be following these episodes and reporting to you every week. Same Schmiga time, same Schmiga channel. Us too.
On the Schmiga sofa.